Hi, Jasper Nation. This is Kelly Carroll from the Sports Communication Office, and we're back today with our second Jasper Chat, and we have a very special guest, Mike Olave, who is in charge of all of our strength and conditioning for Manhattan Athletics. So, Mike, welcome. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, I'm excited to have you as our second one because I think you have so much interaction with our student athletes on a daily basis, and I'm sure they miss you, and they're going to be very excited to see your face and see that
Yeah.
you're doing well.
Yeah, it's definitely a little weird. It's definitely a change of pace.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So internally, we all know how crucial your role is to our department. And like I said, on a daily basis, you have so much interaction with our kids. But just for the general audience, can you talk a little bit about what you do and what your role is in the athletic department?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am the head strength and conditioning coach. So I oversee our entire athletic department. So I train all of our athletic teams. Me, myself, and Coach Mo. So the both of us are in charge of all 18 teams. So there's basically 4 specific things that we do as strength coaches. The first thing is injury prevention. That's our number one job. They come to the school to play a specific sport. So we really want to make sure that they're able to play their sport and stay healthy throughout their 4 years that they're with us. Second thing is athletic performance. So whether that's increasing power, speed, strength, agility, or their overall levels of conditioning, we really want to make sure that we're doing that. The third thing is instilling a winning culture within their program, because we really want to make sure that we're constantly being positive and constantly having a positive culture around us at all times, because that's what leads to success. And kind of what our department prides ourselves on is consistency. So I'm really big on consistency, and I ask the athletes to be consistent in 3 different areas. So that's energy, effort, and execution. So energy, they need to come in with a positive attitude every single day for whatever it is that we have planned for the day, whether it's a normal lifting session, speed and agility session, or conditioning session, or recovery session. They need to come in with a positive attitude to make sure that we're ready to get better that day and ready to attack whatever it is that's on the schedule. Effort-wise is we need to make sure that everyone's giving no less than 100%. What I like to say is the weight room is something that you can't kind of give half effort to and then expect full results. What I like to say is that it's not like an English paper where you could kind of put half effort into and then get a good grade on. It's something that you need to put work in, and you need to put the time in, and you need to be consistent with in order for you to get the results. And then the last thing is execution. Again, my number one job is injury prevention. So everything that we do, I need to make sure that they're executing it to the best of their ability and safely, so that, again, that they're staying healthy throughout the whole entire year. And then 2, to make sure that they're getting the most out of each and every exercise, so that everything that we're doing is helping to translate to the field, the court, the pool, whatever their respective sport entails.
Well, you guys do a fantastic job. I know I have no background in strength and conditioning, but for it to be 2 of you, and the fact that you get such a good response out of these kids, and all of our teams are in such good shape, it really is, you guys do amazing. So thank you for that. So given that everything that you do is so face-to-face and hands-on, how has everything going on in the world really changed how you're operating and changed how you're interacting with the student athletes?
It's changed drastically. Like you said, I'm used to interacting with hundreds of athletes on a day-to-day basis, and going from that to having very little contact with them right now is very, very different for me. It's not something that I necessarily like. But I mean, we're trying to adjust, and we're trying to do whatever we can to continue to make them be the best that they can be. So actually this morning was the first time that I put a team through a workout via Zoom.
I posted on women's basketball, right?
Yeah. And it actually went fairly well. I've never done it before, so it was definitely something new for me, but made it work. We adjusted and we got it done. So it's definitely something that I'm going to look into doing with all of our teams. So it should be interesting, but there's always a way to kind of get better. So I'm someone who doesn't really make excuses, just try to adjust to what we can do and kind of figure it out from there.
And you can still bring high energy via Zoom. So
Yeah.
that's still a requirement.
Yeah.
What are your tips and tricks? I know you probably have a million of them, but your kind of your top ones for our student athletes who are trying to stay in competition shape and, you know, might be stuck at home, might not have a backyard, or might not have a park that they can necessarily go to right now.
Yeah. So, given the situation that we're in, over the past like 2 weeks, what I've been doing is creating programs, based on people's current situation. So obviously most people probably don't have access to equipment right now, or to a gym, or to even going outside. So what I tried to do is I tried to think of different scenarios, of what people would have and not have. So what I did is I created a summer packet for them that entailed 3 different types of workout plans. So the first one is a body weighted circuit workout plan where they can do everything within, they just need like 5 feet of space. They could do it in their room, they could do it in their living room, wherever they have some space within their house, they can do. Everything's super simple. I uploaded hyperlinks with each video or with each exercise, so there's really no question as to what they need to be doing. So the second thing I did was I made another program with very little equipment. So if they have things like dumbbells or plates or bands or things like that, I gave that to them as a second option. And then there are those rare people who actually have like an actual gym at their house, or they have at one that they have access to. So I made a normal lifting plan for them. So the biggest thing I would say is to just stay active, and do as much as possible, because I know now is a really easy time to kind of just sit on the couch and not necessarily do much and just watch Netflix all day. But yeah, so it's definitely a rough time, and it's definitely an easy time to want to do that. But I think we need to look forward and to the future, and we need to make sure that we're prepared for it. So basically doing those packets and what me and Coach Mo has sent all the athletes is definitely going to put them in the right position to be ready to go for next season.
That's awesome. You mentioned sitting on your couch, which I've been doing a lot of. for your coaches and administrators in the department and the college at large, or just, you know, in general across the country, do you have any specific exercises that non-student athletes could maybe do to, you know, pass the time?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is like no one needs to be doing anything super complicated at this point. Everybody's different as an individual, has different needs, different modifications. I would say just keep things super simple. So do some type of squat variation, some type of hinge variation, some type of push up, some type of push, some type of pull variation, and then any type of core that you as an individual can do and that's safe for you to do. And the other thing, the biggest thing I think for older population is just go for a walk, like get outside. I know we're supposed to be social distancing, but you can still go outside, get some sunlight, get some fresh air, and just take a walk 10, 15 minutes every few hours. Cause I know it's something I do if like, I feel like when I'm sitting down doing some work and I start to slow down a little bit, I need to get up and start moving just to kind of get the blood flowing and kind of reset. So I think the biggest thing is just go for a walk. Like it'll actually help you like a lot.
Yeah, that's been huge for me being in Westchester. The Westchester County parks have still been open for that stuff. And you know, it's a lifesaver. It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
And the weather's been fairly nice. So that.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets nicer.
Well, yeah, hopefully going into spring, we get a little warmer.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I so appreciate you doing this, and with Marianne, and I'm hoping moving forward with our other chats, we kind of close with a message of support for Jasper Nation. So I wanted to see, you know, if you had anything you wanted to end on.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough time. I think us Jaspers are tough, and we're definitely an organization where we're always having to adjust, and we need to kind of always find a way to be successful. So, I mean, don't use this as an excuse as to why it's setting us back. Use this as a opportunity to kind of be creative and get ahead of the game, because we obviously have a little bit more free time, given the situation. So just keep working hard and try to be creative and don't make any excuses.
No, so come back stronger.
Yep, come back stronger. That's all we can do.
We need, once we're back in regular mode, I think we need to do a Motivation Monday with you and just
Yeah.
have words of wisdom.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike, and stay well, be well, and we will definitely see you when we're all back together.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.